Hello and welcome, sports fans, to this live streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts and outstanding sponsors who make these live presentations possible. I'm Terry Ross, coming to you live from Jim Maccabee Field at North Medford High School in Medford, Oregon, and we thank you for joining us today. This is the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day presented by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon, and it features the Sprague Olympians taking on the North Medford Black Tornado. We're pleased to bring you, we're pleased you are joining us for this game on TableRockSports.net. We'd like to welcome our home and visiting fans to the broadcast. Welcome to those of you that are tuning in to see Sprague. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know that you appreciate their support. You can also help Table Rock Sports by subscribing to our YouTube channel, and we'd like to say thank you to the 3,300 fans who have already done that. When we come back, it'll be time for the Peak Rewards pregame show and Coach's Corner, brought to you by the Peak Rewards app, where you can save on gas and goodies. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net.
U.S. Cellular for years now. They asked me to tell you about their special customer event, Us Days. Exclusive deals, like up to $1,200 for any new phone. So I said, if I'm going to be on TV, think I can get hair and makeup? And I even got a manicure, too.
Us Days at U.S. Cellular. Get up to $1,200 to upgrade to any new phone.
Visit U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou, Southern Oregon's exclusive authorized agent for U.S. Cellular, now serving Roseburg and Klamath Falls. See SOUScellular.com for details.
Don't stop! Get it! Talk about what's our greatness is!
Get a little Dutch Bros in here.
Another day, another Dutch Bros.
Oh my gosh, so good. So worth it. Oh my god.
It's pretty freaking dope, dude. I love every single day of it.
And we welcome you back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day. They're just about ready to get going here quickly. They running just a tad ahead of schedules. They're introducing the starting lineups. And we'll start this over and see if maybe we can't get the technology to work correctly, but maybe not. We're going to take a quick break here, though, and we'll be back with the first pitch right after this on TableRockSports.net.
Celebration event is going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new Jeep Gladiator and Grand Cherokee 4x4 models in stock now. Or test drive a new 24 Ram 1500 4x4. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Hi guys, my name's Mason Mahaffey. I'm the Solar Pros Manager of Oregon, and I'm also a teacher and a coach here in the Rogue Valley. Have you looked into solar panels and it didn't make financial sense? I brought Solar Pros here to Oregon to make it more affordable for working class families to put solar on their home. Solar Pros is purposely beating our competitors' prices by thousands of dollars because we are that serious about saving you money. Solar Pros PNW provides the most comfortable, educational, and personal solar experience in Oregon. Visit our Facebook page at Solar Pros PNW to see all of our projects and all the families that we are helping save money.
And we return here to Jim Maccabee Field, North Medford High School, as we get ready to get this game underway.
Jeep celebration event is going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new Jeep Gladiator and Grand Cherokee 4x4 models in stock now. Or test drive a new 24 Ram 1500 4x4.
I think we'll stop that so that we can get back to it. I was telling you that on the mound is Frankie Rotigliano. Behind the plate, Jeremiah Robbins. Over at first base will be Willer. Out at second base, Colton Morgan. At shortstop, Dominic Daffrin. And at third base, I believe it'll be Ben Morgan today. Talking to Coach Curtis, that's kind of his lineup. Might have to wait a moment to find out who they put into right field. Out in center field will be Easton Curtis. That's not the order now that everybody's batting in. That's just the lineup out there defensively. We'll have to do this differently because we're not getting much help here. New scoreboard out here, I'll tell you that. That's a really nice one too. And the opening pitch. It's actually 1-1 at this point. At the plate is Henry Moon. Now we may try at some point to catch up with balls and strikes here. Just give us a moment to kind of get ourselves settled in here. Moon swings and misses, so it goes to 1-2. Now that misses outside. 2-2. Sprague, and talking to their coach, there's a swing and a miss, and there's one away. In talking to the Sprague coach, though, he was remarking that so far the bats have worked really well, and indeed they have. They've scored 15 and 17 runs in their first two ball games, as that one goes down in the dirt and becomes ball one. At the plate is Henry Moon's brother. He'll take strike one. As soon as they find the other Moon, I'll tell you who it is. Andrew Moon at the plate. And a 1-1 count on Andrew. Nope. 2-1. But we're just getting started here. North Medford looking to go to 4-0. They're 3-0 currently on the season, having, there's a shot right out to Daffrin. Daffrin stops it, but that's going to be one on. So we'll put Andrew Moon on base. That'll bring up Jace Dalton. That's fouled back. We go to 0-1. Again, new scoreboard here at North Medford High. It's an interesting scoreboard. It tells us now who's at bat, so that helps a little bit. Actually, what helps is you can see it. But it's also got the pitch count going for us, so there's going to get by. That's going to get by Willer. And Andrew Moon is going to end up at third base. Cameron Nix, Easton Curtis, and I was going to say Jace Payton, but it could be Jade Payton. Let me check that one out before I make a fool of myself, and I would have too, because it's Jake Payton. So it's Nix, Curtis, Payton out in the outfield, left to right there on a swing and a miss by Dalton. Now he's in the hole 0-2, but Andrew Moon is now standing over at third base. That doesn't get into the strike zone, so we'll go 1-2. There's strike 3, and there's 2 away. Well, we still have Andrew Moon standing at third base. There's fouled back immediately by Avery Wilson. But Wilson goes 0-1. That's outside. 1-1. We're talking about the bats of Sprague, having scored 17 runs in one game, 15 in the other. They've only played 2. But the bats of North Medford haven't been that silent either. They've scored 13. There's strike 2 on a called strike, 1-2. They scored 13 runs Saturday in the second game of the doubleheader against Ben. So, not doing too bad themselves in the hitting department. And there's strike 3. And that will end the inning. At the end of a half inning, there is no score. As you listen to TableRockSports.net.
Thanks for the ride. I'll see you after the game.
Hey,
Dear Katie, I've been your #1 fan since I watched your first game all those years ago, and I still love watching you play. But I wanted to see you win so badly that my competitive nature got the best of me. I lost track of what's important. I thought I was supporting you, but I was really just embarrassing you. I'm not your coach, and I'm not an official. I forgot my role. I'm your parent, and you deserve better. From here on, I promise to keep my emotions under control. I'll cheer for you and all the other players, no matter the score, no matter the outcome. Thank you for sharing with me how I can do a better job of supporting you, your team, your coaches, and the sports you love. Still your #1 fan. Love, Dad.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day, powered by Siskiyou Cellular on TableRockSports.net. As you can see on the scoreboard, there is no score now as we head to the bottom of the first. Due up for North Medford will be Frankie Rutigliano, the pitcher, center fielder Easton Curtis, and the catcher Jeremiah Robbins. As Coach Curtis talked before the ball game, the top of the lineup has been hitting pretty good. The first 5, he feels pretty comfortable in their ability to get some base hits, but a little more shaky when you get down to the bottom end of the order. So he's kind of curious to see how that's going to go. The other thing he said is that the fielding has been maybe a little more shaky than one would like. Of course, Sprague, you talk to them, they graduated, according to their coach, they graduated 9 seniors last year off the Sprague Olympian team. A lot of young players now. And he said so far they swung the bats okay, pitching's been okay, fielding, times a little shaky. So everybody's playing with a little shakiness on the defensive end of things right now, but that's part of having to start over like you have to do periodically in high school ball. So we're ready now for the bottom of the first, where Tigliano will lead it off. And the first pitch to Retigliano's in the dirt for ball 1. 1-0. Dalton out on the mound. Laudette, who we've not seen yet. Wilson is at second. Andrew Moon at shortstop inside. 2-0. Wilson is over at third base. Giberson is over in left field. Henry Moon is shortstop. Stoops out in right field, and we are at 3-0. As Dalton right now struggling a little bit out there in the opening inning with Retigliano. That's ball 4. One thing you discover in baseball is a walk is just as good as a hit. And getting back is Retigliano. Easton Curtis at the plate. Dalton misses without one. Ball 1. That's outside. Ball 2. And that'll bring Andrew Moon in to have a discussion with Dalton. A little more defensive strategy than probably anything, thinking maybe Retigliano is going to be taking off here soon. There's strike 1. You wouldn't think that probably Retigliano's going to take off unless Wilson or Dalton can prove he can get the ball over the plate. Foul back. Way upstairs. There's a clear up at the bill of the cap for Curtis. That one swung on and belted out to center field. Moon is out there to grab it, though. That would be Henry Moon. As Henry Moon catches that one for the first out. F8 in the old scorebook. And that'll keep Rutigliano at first base and bring up Jeremiah Robbins, the catcher for North Medford. There's another throw over. Frankie Rutigliano is back. There goes Rutigliano now. Slide. He's safe. So with one out, you got Rutigliano standing down at second base. Chance to score. Dalton steps off, so everybody will do it all over again. Air strike. Jeremiah Robbins already with 4 home runs on the season. He had 2 in the first game against Ben in that doubleheader. Or he had 1, I guess. And then he had a couple in the second one. So he's got some home runs behind him. Batting in the 3 spot. The 1-2 swing and a miss. There's 2 outs. That brings up Willer. Looking to get Rutigliano to the plate. Or at the very least, get him to third base, so maybe you have a chance. Dalton kind of taking his time out there between pitches. Way upstairs all the way to the backstop. And that will get Rutigliano over to third. Some writing by the umpire. Willer steps out and back in. They're ready to go on a 1-0 count. 2 down though, although Rutigliano stands at third base. There's a swing and a miss. There's a swing and a miss by Willer. He's in the hole, 1 and 2.
Grab that right center.
Inside. Dalton. And I believe it's Moon that was trying to Messman behind the plate that was trying to convince the umpire that was a strike, but he wasn't going to buy into that one. There's strike 3. And the inning is over. So at the end of 1, no score here at Jim Maccabee Field as you're listening to TableRockSports.net.
Diverse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
And we welcome you back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon, here on TableRockSports.net. We start inning number 2. I suppose we should. It's an interesting thing. Every sport we got to get used to the scoreboard again. You think we'd be used to it by now, but there's I believe ball 1. That one's popped up, but out of play. Messman is at the plate. It's his first at bat, as it will be for everybody here for quite a while. That one's upstairs. Ooh. That was behind the head of Messman. One point that Coach Curtis did make is the pitching this year will be a little more by committee. Last year, of course, they had Trey Newman, and he would. There's strike 2. 3-2 now. But one thing you could always count on with Trey Newman is he was going to go 6-7 innings. So you really weren't looking at having to use your bullpen very much. That one's fouled out of play and will stay at 3-2. But you don't have that this year on the North Medford team, and they're going to figure out how to do this by committee. You're looking at your pitcher, your starting pitcher going 4, maybe 5 innings, and you got to have the bullpen do something after that. There's a pop-up. It's out to right field, and they come up with it. Peyton, after Morgan slid to get out of the way. So 1 away. Coming to the plate is Hayden Laudette. He bats left, and he's going to foul the first pitch away. Inside, Laudette spins away from that one. Did a good job of getting out of the way. Swing and a miss. We're only a third, or 1 1/3 innings in. There's one to Willer. Willer's going to snag it and do it unassisted. 2 away. Guess I shouldn't have gotten rid of my ounce so quickly there. 2 away. Now batting Owen Giberson. And he'll take strike 1. I'm getting ready to say, now that we're through an inning in 2/3, is Rutigliano already has 28 pitches in the game. That's a foul. So that's something to keep an eye on. There's another one to Willer. He'll handle that one unassisted. So a couple of unassisted by Willer. We head down to the bottom of the second. So we're still looking for a run here on TableRockSports.net.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Pick it up. Let's go. Come on. Defense. Defense. What am I teaching you at home? Has this kid played before? Shoot it. Oh. Ah. Come on, ref. Open your eyes. Can't you see out there? So, which one's your kid?
The referee.
You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your role.
You want to stay tuned between innings coming up here ahead, as we will be. That's for the Medford Parks and Recreation Report with updates on spring activities. You can visit playmedford.com for the latest recreation guide, all the sports leagues, classes, and special events that await you. Visit playmedford.com to learn more. So Colton Morgan steps in, and he'll take a called strike to get the bottom of number 2 started. He'll foul it up, and Messman grabs that one. Dominic Daffron playing shortstop. See if he can't get something started here. Hey, look at ball 1. And a strike. Dalton himself, and again, we've only played, an inning and a third for him, is up to 24 pitches. I get 25, and it's a strike to even the count. With that, there's 2 away. Strike 1 to Peyton, the right fielder for North Medford. There's strike 2. There's a little pop-up. That little, they called a Texas blooper, is going to get a runner on. Peyton standing down at first base. Cameron Nix. See if he can't keep it going with 2 down. Outside.
Drive a ball.
Catch up here a moment. I was trying to work with my computer. 1 and 2. That goes, misses. So it's now 2 and 2. 2 down. North Medford still with Peyton standing over at first base. Outside, the umpire says.
Hey, let's go. Be aggressive. Go. Be aggressive, club.
There's a little liner grounder sent down to first base. That's going to end the inning. We will head now to the top of 3. There's still no score. As you listen to TableRockSports.net.
Game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
Your game day adventures start at Pinnacle 365. Kick off your day with some morning motivation. Then add some crunch to your game day with mouth-watering crispy crunchy chicken featuring the Chicken Crunch Box, Tender's Crunch Box, and introducing a contender for best chicken sandwich in the West, the Big Cluck. But wait, here's the real MVP move. Download and use the Peak Rewards app and save big on fuel every day with in-store purchases. Fuel your day, fuel your fun. Pinnacle 365.
Whether it's game day or a family get-together, Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore game of the day, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon on TableRockSports.net. And on the John L. Scott scoreboard, no scores. We head to the top of 3. John L. Scott, they have offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. And Rotigliano opens up with a strike. There's a grounder out to short. No, not going to get it. Actually gets by Willer. So Avery Wilson stands down there at first base. Brady Stoops up next. He's going to send one out to left field, showing back on his horse. It's going to get over him. It's going to get off the wall. Heading into third base and stopping there is going to be Wilson. Stoops with the double. Not able to catch up to that one was Cameron Nix. Got over his head. Went bouncing off of the wall. Now all of a sudden Sprague has a second and third. Nobody out here in the top of three. Back to the top of the order with Henry Moon, who looks at ball one. And ball two. Gotta call the strike. Swing and a miss by Moon. Henry Moon 0 for 1. He struck out first time up. There's a shot out to Daffron. Fire over to first. Got him. But one run scores. There's ball one to Andrew Moon. I'll call a strike on that one. Saying I got the inside part of the plate anyway. Stoops standing out at second base. Only one away. There's a shot out to center field. Curtis will take it on a couple of hops, but Stoops is going to come around and score. And it's a 2-0 ball game. The RBI single by Andrew Moon. All of a sudden it's 2-0. And there goes Andrew Moon down to second base. Got it. He's in. Dalton is at the plate right now. He also is 0 for 1. And standing down to second base is Moon. Only one away. Already 2 in this inning. That one's fouled out of play. There's a shot out to Daffron. He's not going to get it. One would assume that's going to go as an error. Maybe not. It is an error. Just hasn't been put up on the scoreboard yet, but officially they're calling that an error. There's ball one. So with Wilson up there, he's going to send this one straight up. Daffron. Backpedaling. Nope. Yes. Finally grabs it. Thought maybe there for a moment Curtis was going to come in and take that one, but Daffron takes it for the second out. Messman. He'll step in for his second time around. He's 0 for 1. That's going to miss. Rotigliano already over 40 pitches. Sprague. Although if he can get out of this inning, he's got 43 right now. If he can get out of it close to 45, that wouldn't be too bad. In high school, if you're averaging 15 pitches an inning, you're not doing bad. Oh, he missed on that one, so now it's 2-1. There's a shot. Colton Morgan will pick it up. Fire to first, and that is going to end the inning. We head to the bottom of 3. As we do is now Sprague 2. North Medford nothing. On the John L. Scott scoreboard, they have offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene.
I ride the bus a lot. RVTD's UMO app with fare capping means I will never pay more than the daily or monthly cap. RVTD gets me to school, work, volunteering, shopping, and even coffee for a fixed amount each month. UMO gives me one less thing to worry about. Thanks, RVTD.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
It's the Lithia Superstore game of the day. Powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon on TableRockSports.net. A splendid day to be watching baseball. A light breeze. We're up in the low 70s. We're feeling pretty good about life. North Medford on Saturday, if the weather holds, although there is some weather predictions saying it won't hold, they will go to Sheldon to play a couple of games. As those will be conference games. And then on Monday, they will be up north playing in a tournament for part of the spring break. The Medford softball team, which is 1-2 at the moment, they will be at home. I'll get around to that in just a little bit. And there's the first one. Foul back as Ben Morgan takes his first swings of the game, playing third base. He's down on strikes. That brings up Rotigliano. He's walked his first time up. And he gets started off with ball one from Dalton. There's strike one. There's a two-hopper right out to third and over to first. And handling that nicely was Wilson. Easton Curtis, he's also 0 for 1. He's up there with 2 outs. Jeremiah Robbins on deck. And Curtis lines that one out to right center. He's on with 2 away, and Robbins at the plate. He'll look at ball one. The throw over. Back is Curtis. There's a strike. All of a sudden it's 1-1. Dalton. There's a throw over, but Curtis is back. As I say, Dalton looking to get out of the inning here. There's Curtis going down to second, safe. Another stolen base. Seen a few of those today, that's for sure. That's outside. Robbins. In the hole. Strike 3. Nope. Strike 2. It was I have it as 2-2. Scoreboard has it as 3-2. Scoreboard's probably right. Oh, doesn't make any difference what the count was. He got a hit. Oh, quit worrying about the count. Put him on at first base. That brings up Willer. Also brings in a pinch runner. Coming in to run for Robbins is going to be Drake Sullivan, a senior. Nope, they got the wrong roster there. Austin Warren is who's running now for North Medford. And Willer looks at ball 1. You can do that in high school, just so you know that the pitcher and the catcher, you can pinch run for them, and then the pitcher and the catcher can re-enter the game. That's the only positions you can do that for. And there's a little one-hopper to shortstop. Throw over to first, and the inning is over. We head to the top of 4. It's a 2-0 lead on the John L. Scott scoreboard. They have offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene.
All right, let's go, guys. 15 minutes. Get your stuff. Bye, Mom. Have a good day, guys. I don't know what happened.
Just next time, go a little slower and figure it out.
Okay, I get it. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take the line.
Life is busy. Juggling everything can be overwhelming. We've all been there. So consumed with our own lives that we sometimes forget about what someone else might be going through.
Ref, come on! No, ref! There's no contact! I'm straight up! That is a terrible
So
goal.
keep it in perspective, because we're all hoping for the same thing, to be respected for who we are and what we do. Remember, no ref, no game. You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your.
We return to the Lithia Superstore game of the day, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon on TableRockSports.net. We are at the top of 4. Sailing into the second half of the ball game. Ladette steps in. And he'll look at ball 1. You wonder how long it. We'll have to go what I want to say next up, I guess. How long both pitchers will last. We'll catch it at the end of the next inning here. That's going to be out there foul. Nix was over there trying to catch up with it, but that one just kept hooking and hooking and hooking. That's fouled away, too. That goes all the way to the backboard. Backstop. That's popped out the right field. Peyton back there and has it. So one away. Giberson will step up to the plate. Tigliano looking for the third out. There's a bouncer to Retigliano, who will run it all the way to first. There's two away. Wilson takes strike one. Foul. 0-2. Retigliano barely got that one past. Wilson. And Wilson will hold up and take ball one. That's going to get through. Yes. Curtis will pick it up in center field. That'll put Wilson on at first. Two away. That extends the inning. Stoops comes to the plate. Now that's going to get to the backstop. Stoops wanders on down to second base. Hey, excuse me, it's Stoops that's at the plate. It's Giberson moved on down to second base. So with the 1-1 count, if Retigliano can't work out of this one, keep the score right where it is. There's a swing and a miss. How's that one back? And that's going to get right down past Ben Morgan at third base. And no, they're going to say foul ball. Sprague tried to sell it as fair ball, but the umpires said no, foul. So we'll go to 1 and 2. We'll stay right there. That's foul ball. 2 runs, 4 hits. No errors for Sprague. No runs, 2 hits. No errors for North Medford. Making Rutigliano work here, though, in the top of 4. That misses. Some good number of Sprague fans down for the game. Oops, and Robbins keeps it in front of him. Peyton circling under it and has it. And the inning is over. We head now to the bottom of the 4th with a 2-0 lead on the John L. Scott scoreboard. John L. Scott with offices in Eugene, Ashland, and Medford. Did you know the city of Medford is the largest provider of community recreation classes, programs, and sports leagues in Southern Oregon? You can check out the program guide for hundreds of offerings at playmedford.com. We'll talk for a moment about the North Medford softball team, 1 and 2 currently on the year. They won their opener, then went to Bend on Saturday and took it a bit on the chin as they lost a couple of them over there. They will be playing also up at Sheldon, as the boys will, and they'll play in their conference opener. So they'll be playing a doubleheader on Saturday. Let me see if we can open a window and make sure they're not going to do something like play a little earlier than that. But got to back clear out of things and start all over. But they will be definitely playing Saturday up at Sheldon, and that's a tough game right there, because Sheldon is expected to make a run for the state championship this year. Yes, they'll be playing tomorrow up at Central Catholic up in the Portland area, and then they will play Sheldon on Saturday. Then they come down and they have their spring break tournament out at U.S. Cellular Field. That'll be Monday and Tuesday. So busy schedule for the softball team coming up. As we say, 1 and 3 right now, or 1 and 2 on the year. So they'll be looking for some wins. That's what they'll be looking for. And here's a lead off. By Colton Morgan. Daffron in there, the shortstop. He's 0 for 1. They'll go back, but Morgan will make it back. And misses. One and 0. Daffern squares the bunt, pulls it back, takes the strike. Morgan back pretty easily. Foul ball on that bunt. One and 2. There's out number 1. Peyton at the plate. He's 1 for 1. Make it 2 for 2 as he gets that one by. Standing down at second base is Morgan, Colton Morgan. Cameron Nix is up there. He's 0 for 1, struck out. So with one away, the Black Tornado have a little something going here. They trail by 2 in the bottom of the 4th. Nix finds himself in the hole. 0 and 2. And there's strike 3. Ben Morgan steps in. Looking to get to Rotigliano at the top of the order. Have to get Ben Morgan on base first. There's a foul back. Ben Morgan, the younger brother of Colton Morgan, at the plate. There's a balk. That advances everybody. And then we'll bring out the Sprague coach. He wants everybody in on this conversation. Well, I was going to use the opportunity to tell you something, but apparently I'm on the wrong page to take advantage of that. I'm going to do it anyway. Because you need to check out the new sports voice in Southern Oregon, the Ace Sports Radio, AM 1300, FM 107.9, and streaming live at theacesportsradio.com. We'll wait till Dalton pitches here. There's a grounder. There's one in. And it gets by. No, Ben Morgan beats it out. And it becomes a 2-1 ball game. The Ace Sports Radio features the Visa Network, the Rich Eisen Show, live March Madness games, and our weekday local show, Tee It Up Southern Oregon with Joe Brett. That would be the Ace Sports Radio. So Ben Morgan beats it out. Gets the 4th hit for the team. I don't know how come they haven't put a run on the board, as Ritigliano was at the plate. I was pretty sure they played it 1 run. That's fouled out of play. So Ritigliano is at, no matter what my scoreboard says, is at 1-1. So Ben Morgan knocks his brother in, Colton Morgan. That's a fair ball. And scoring on that one is Peyton Ritigliano. Boy, he hit that one, and there was no way that Wilson was going to be able to get a play on it. He had to wait for it to come down on the back portion of the dirt infield just before it goes to the grass. And he just didn't have any way of making that play. They say it is a 2-2 game. 2 runs have scored now here in the 4th. So North Medford has it tied up. Stoller running for Ritigliano. And at the plate, Curtis looks at ball 1. And ball 2. That's going to get away from the catcher, and everybody's going to advance 90 feet. At a 3-0 count on Curtis. So now Sprague looking to get out of trouble. Dalton has a 3-0 count. There's strike 1. There's a slap out to center field. Circling under it is Henry Moon. And that is going to end the inning. We head to the top of 5 now, as we do on the John L. Scott scoreboard. It's now a tie ball game. 2-2. Between Sprague and North Medford. John L. Scott with offices in Medford, Ashland, Eugene.
U.S. Cellular for years now. They asked me to tell you about their special customer event, Us Days. Exclusive deals like up to $1,200 for any new phone. So I said, if I'm going to be on TV, think I can get hair and makeup? And I even got a manicure, too.
Us Days at U.S. Cellular. Get up to $1,200 to upgrade to any new phone.
Visit U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou, Southern Oregon's exclusive authorized agent for U.S. Cellular, now serving Roseburg and Klamath Falls. See SOUScellular.com for details.
Don't stop! Get it! Talk on what's that greatness is!
Get a little Dutch Bros in here.
Another day, another Dutch Bros.
Oh my goodness, that's so good. So worth it. Oh my god.
It's pretty freaking dope, dude. I love every single day of it.
It's the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon on TableRockSports.net. And it's quickly a 1-1 count here to open up the fifth. Henry Moon, the center fielder, at the plate. Hey, look at ball two. They're talking to Coach Curtis about the size of this ballpark. It's a big park for high school. That one's popped straight up, and nobody's going to get it. It will be strike two, though. 331 down the right field line, but it's 380 to dead center, and then 345 down the left field line. So you're not going to get too many of them out of here. There's the leadoff walk. We were talking about that last year. This ball club hit 2 home runs. And both of them, I believe, were by Jeremiah Robbins, but otherwise nobody hit a home run. And probably won't be a home run hitting club this year either, no matter what ballpark they play in. There's strike one. That's just not the way right now that they're structured. They're structured to just pile up a lot of hits together. Moon, Andrew Moon, at the plate. He's 2 for 2. His brother Henry over there at first base, and he dives back safely. And that's out of play. Robbins fakes a throw down but doesn't. And it's ball one. Way inside. Two count for Retigliani. Throws over to first, but Henry Moon back. looking for his brother Andrew, who is 2 for 2 on the day, to move him along. There's a swing and a miss. And instead, Andrew becomes the first out. Dalton, 0 for 2 is up there. And there goes Moon down to second base. He'll be in. Dalton has a chance now to bring Moon in with only one away and a 1-0 count. At the right field, Peyton right there though. But moving on down to third base is going to be Moon.
Hey, buddy. See you later.
Ooh, almost ripped Tagliano's head off. But it scores the run as Henry Moon comes in. And standing down at first base is Wilson. And now Sprague leads us 3-2 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. So North Medford's going to have to come from behind one more time. There's a little tapper. No, nobody. Yes, they will get him. And that'll end the inning. Morgan went back and picked that one up quickly and was able to get it over to Willer. So that'll end head us to the bottom of the fifth as we do here on the John L. Scott scoreboard. It's Sprague 3, North Medford 2. John L. Scott with offices in Medford, Ashland, Eugene.
Celebration event is going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new Jeep Gladiator and Grand Cherokee 4x4 models in stock now. Or test drive a new 24 Ram 1500 4x4. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Hi guys, my name's Mason Mahaffey. I'm the Solar Pros Manager of Oregon, and I'm also a teacher and a coach here in the Rogue Valley. Have you looked into solar panels and it didn't make financial sense? I brought Solar Pros here to Oregon to make it more affordable for working class families to put solar on their home. Solar Pros is purposely beating our competitors' prices by thousands of dollars because we are that serious about saving you money. Solar Pros PNW provides the most comfortable, educational, and personal solar experience in Oregon. Visit our Facebook page at Solar Pros PNW to see all of our projects and all the families that we are helping save money.
It's the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. Sprague now leads this one 3-2 after scoring there in the top of the fifth. Dalton will go back out to the mound to begin his fifth inning of work. Through 4 innings, he's allowed 2 runs, 5 hits. So he's having a fairly good day so far. Trying to get down to here. He's allowed 6 hits. Excuse me, can't read the scoreboard. 6 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned. He struck out 1, or walked 1, and has struck out 6. So that's what Dalton has done on the mound. Rutigliano has already made it through 5. He's allowed 6 hits, 3 runs. He has struck out 4 and walked 1. Robbins, Willer, Colton, Morgan are due up for the Black Tornado here in the bottom of 5. Robbins will look at ball 1. And ball 2. There's a shot foul. The 2-1 count on Robbins. Strike 2 called. 2-2. There's a shot to third, over to first, and there's 1 away. Willer at the plate. Willer's 0 for 2 against Dalton. That one's foul. Right over the third base umpire. And misses. Willer takes strike 2. Here comes the 2-2 from Dalton. That one swung and popped up. Wilson underneath it and gets it. That'll become the second out. Colton Morgan will step in. He's 1 for 2 against Dalton. Morgan looking to get on base. There's 2 out. North Medford needs runners. There's strike 3. No, 2. Got ahead of myself. Strike 2. It's a 1-2 count. And timeout by Morgan. No. That was close. A little too far. Out of the strike zone for the umpire's liking. Morgan's ready. It's a 2-2 count. He'll send it out to second base and over to first. And that's nicely done as Wilson gets it over to Laudette. We've made it through 5. We head down to the 6th. As we do, it's a 3-2 ball game in favor of Sprague on the John L. Scott scoreboard. John L. Scott with offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene.
Thanks for the ride. I'll see you after the game.
Hey, Dear Katie, I've been your #1 fan since I watched your first game all those years ago, and I still love watching you play. But I wanted to see you win so badly that my competitive nature got the best of me. I lost track of what's important. I thought I was supporting you, but I was really just embarrassing you. I'm not your coach, and I'm not an official. I forgot my role. I'm your parent, and you deserve better. From here on, I promise to keep my emotions under control. I'll cheer for you and all the other players, no matter the score, no matter the outcome. Thank you for sharing with me how I can do a better job of supporting you, your team, your coaches, and the sports you love. Still your #1 fan. Love, Dad.
We return with the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day, powered by Siskiyou Cellular on TableRockSports.net. Some changes. Jeremiah Robbins is now on the mound. Joey Newberg is behind the plate. Frankie Rotigliano is out in shortstop. Dominic Daffrin moves to left field, and Cameron Nix leaves the game. Laudette will lead it off for Sprague. 0 for 2. So, Tigliano, after pitching, let me get that for you. After having 98 pitches, 62 of them strikes, they take him out of the ball game. Laudette up there to lead it off against Robbins, who goes from catching to pitching and takes and gets strike 1. outside. I think a few of the fans wanted a strike call, but they weren't going to get it. Laudette batting left-handed. I think it's away momentarily from Newberg. There's ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk for Sprague. Laudette over at first. Giberson 0 for 2 at the plate. There's strike 1. There's 1. It's going to be sent to Morgan. Flip it over to Retigliano. Over to Willer. Double play. Well, that'll help the cause immensely. Wilson coming to bat. He looks at ball 1. This is Riley Wilson. There's ball 2. Ball 3. Strike 1. I've noted before that almost every time if you take off towards first base on a 3-0 count, they're going to call a strike on you. But they have work as he draws the walk. So Riley Wilson over at first base. Stoops will be up there. He's 1 for 2. That's out of play. Throw or Willer had a jump for that one. Riley Wilson over at first. Stoops takes ball 1. It's 1-1. Ball 2. Over the years, the baseball coaches have gotten away from all of the hand signals and pulling on the ear and rubbing the nose and all that stuff that they used to do. They now use a 3-number system. They call out, there's ball 3. As they call out a set of 3 numbers. There's ball 4. That will bring out pitching coach. Also brings Henry Moon to the plate. Center fielder for Sprague. Now a discussion. Gotta make a pitching change here or not. Hard to say. Solar Pros and owner Mason Mahaffey invite you to learn how you can save thousands on solar panels installation for your home. Visit Solar Pros Facebook page to learn more. On Facebook, you search for Solar Pros, PNW. Henry Moon steps in, 2 on, 2 away. A 1-run lead for the Olympians. And Robbins is outside of that one. And that's going to be hit into center field. Curtis is going to grab it on a hop. A 1 run will score. And they're going to have first and third. That's coming around to score was Riley Wilson. And it becomes a 4-2 game. Stoops is over at third. Henry Moon down at first. At the plate, Andrew Moon. There's strike 1. North Medford needs an out. Otherwise, Sprague is going to really increase the lead. No throw down. I call it an indifferent steal. That's strike 2. Call it that because North Medford didn't even try to make a play on it, just let them have it. Mostly because Stoops is standing down at third base. Can't really throw it down there because Stoops will score. Foul ball. Oh, there's strike 3. And that will end the inning. As we head now to the bottom of the 6th on the John L. Scott scoreboard, it's Sprague 4, North Medford 2. So I would need to tell you right now that the Medford Parks and Recreation Department is inviting you to check out the Rogue X Aquatics and Event Center. You can check out what is available at roguexmedford.com, where you'll find open swim and open gym sessions and all the great activities happening at the Rogue X. We talked a little bit about softball a few innings back. We'll take a moment out and discuss track and field, as these kind of are the last sports in the athletic season for the high school students. The North Medford track and field team, though, is doing pretty well. They've won their first 2 matches rather decisively, if we can use that word. We'll open up one more window that will help us understand this better. But they won quite easily their first 2 matches. We can get things to move along with us here fast enough, which is apparently going to be debatable at this moment. And again, they don't really keep good track of dual meet scores for you. They just kind of tell you that they're done. They defeated Roseburg here at North Medford. That was last week that they did that on a Wednesday. And on the 21st, this Thursday, they're going to go over to Klamath Union High School and participate in the Basin Relays with Bonanza, Henley, Klamath Union, Lost River, North Lake, North Medford, and Paisley. So I'll basically be running against 4A, 3A schools over there. So you would expect that they would have some success in the Basin Relays, but that's where they will be. They've got dual meets coming up, though. That's for sure. And so that's the way the track looks. Haven't talked to Peter Vasquez yet, the coach for North Medford, but maybe we'll have to wander around and catch up with him and talk about what he thinks might be happening as far as track and field goes. Dominic Daffrin steps in to lead things off against Dalton, who's still in the game, and leads everything off with a ball. This is the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon, on TableRockSports.net. Daffrin is 0 for 2. Van Kempen is now pitching for Sprague as Daffrin takes ball 2. And Dalton is done for the day. His playing time is over. It goes to 3-0. Make it 3-1. We missed a strike in there somewhere. 3-1. Daffrin gets the lead-off walk. That brings up Peyton, who's 0 for 2. Sprague hoping that Van Kempen can keep things in check here as they throw over to first. Here's a bunt put down by Peyton. It's going to be a good one. He's going to get to first base. Nope. Yes, they do call him safe. Well, that was close. They're calling him out. Now Coach Curtis wants to know what's going on. Okay. One out. They send Daffrin back to first base. Whatever occurred at home plate. There's a nice play there by the shortstop. Oh, barely did Daffrin get back. Peyton lined that one right out to Moon. That's not right either, really. There's 2 outs. That was Newberg that lined out. That brings up Ben Morgan. Morgan is 1 for 2. That's upstairs. So Andrew Moon went high for that one for Sprague. Brought it in. Fired it over to Laudette at first, but Daffron able to get back. There's a strike. Ben Morgan in the hole, 1 and 2, with 2 away. Fouled. Fairly late on that swing. Oh, do it again with Ben Morgan. Van Kempen. How you go? That's going to be, nope. It's going to be hauled off there by the third baseman as Wilson grabs it and fires over to Laudette. And that'll end the inning. We head to the top of 7. As we do, it's still a 4-2 lead on the John L. Scott scoreboard. John L. Scott with offices in Medford, Ashland, Eugene.
Diverse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bro dignity.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net, powered by Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon. Robbins remains on the mound as we head now to the top of 7. Sprague with a 4-2 lead over the North Medford Black Tornado. Dalton will step in to lead it off. He'll be the DH at this point. Robbins delivers strike 1. Inside. Dalton has himself out in front, 2-1. That's out of play. outside. That's foul. There's ball 4 to start things off. Coach Luke Bichette from Sprague. There's a shot foul. They were telling me, he wasn't telling me, others were telling me, that he was a 3-sport athlete at Linfield University. He was a tight end on the football team, a power forward, center, something like that on the basketball team, and he was a pitcher for the baseball team. That one's also foul. He's in the Linfield Hall of Fame up there. I saw that, but I didn't tour it well, so I didn't see him there. If I can get my tongue going the right way. But they said the most interesting thing about him, and I didn't ask him about this, but that's inside, is it, I got a little behind here looking, telling stories. But anyway, he appeared on the David Letterman show. For what cause, I have no idea, because I failed to ask him that. I don't think I'll have time after the game to run up and find out what that story is all about. But obviously he's lived an interesting life. And now the head coach at Sprague High School. Here's another chopper. Morgan has it. That would be Ben over to Willer. And Willer has to stretch, but Willer holds on to it. So, one away. Bases stay empty. Messman. Is it bat? And he'll take Robbins' first pitch inside for ball 1. There's strike 1. There's a, oh, that's going to get by Peyton, but not far enough. So Messman, I'm going to pinch run for him. Avery Lorman pinch running. At the plate, Laudette. He'll pop it up. Yeah, it's not going to be enough room for Morgan to do anything about that. Robbins sets. There's a roller out to Colton Morgan, and he'll throw it over to Willer. And the inning is over. Jeremiah Robbins does his job We go to the bottom of 7. It's still a 4-2 game on the John L. Scott scoreboard. John L. Scott with offices in Medford, Ashland, Eugene.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Pick it up. Let's go. Come on. Defense. Defense. What am I teaching you at home? Has this kid played before? Shoot it. Oh. Ah. Come on, ref. Open your eyes. Can't you see out there? So, which one's your kid?
The referee.
You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your role.
It's the Lithia Superstore game of the day, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon on TableRockSports.net. We're headed to the bottom of 7. North Medford needs 2 in order to get this going. Van Kempen's first pitch to Retigliano is ball 1. Retigliano has 2 RBIs. There's strike 1. That's upstairs. 2-1. There's strike 2. So 2-2 to Retigliano. The 3-2, and Retigliano pops it away. As I say, that's ball 4. I'm not quite sure why Retigliano was standing there. I think he lost track of the count. So Retigliano walks. Curtis. We'll see if he can't advance Retigliano. As North Medford looks for 2 runs to keep the game going. And 3 to win it. That's inside. 1-0. Van Kempen with the 1-0. Misses. 2-0. And time is being called versus Sprague that wants a timeout. Before or after the game is a great time to visit Dutch Brothers and enjoy your favorite beverage. Drink One for Dane Day is coming in May. Over $2.5 million has been raised for the Muscular Dystrophy Association in 18 years by Dutch Brothers and the customers who support them. So we'll keep track of that, as that's coming along in May. A 2-0 count on Curtis. And strike one. Fouled back. So I'll even out the count. Strike three. Curtis was backing out of there like maybe it was going to be inside, but it wasn't. That's Jeremiah Robbins strolling to the plate. Robbins is 0 for 2. Rotigliano back. Now Rotigliano takes off, but that's fouled. Robbins out in front of that one just a little too much. That's out of play. There's a shot. Oh, I'll tell you what, Wilson almost had that one. He went up for it, but couldn't quite snag it. And going down to second base is Rotigliano. Robbins on at first, one away, 2 on for North Medford. As they look to somehow find their way back into this ball game, here comes Willer. 0 for 3. There's a one bouncer to Wilson. He'll step on third, fire it to first, and they'll get a double play, and that will end the game. So it's a final here at Jim Maccabee Field, North Medford High School, as Sprague wins this one by a count of 4-2 over the North Medford Black Tornado. North Medford suffers its first loss of the season now as they fall to 3-1. Stay with us now for the Know Your Role post-game show, which comes your way next. You can visit travelmedford.org and search Know Your Role to see how this campaign is changing the culture of youth sports for the better. We'll recap the scoring. We'll take a look at some key stats. All of that's coming up on the Know Your Role post-game show, where we help make sports fun again.
Game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
Your game day adventures start at Pinnacle 365. Kick off your day with some morning motivation. Then add some crunch to your game day with mouth-watering crispy crunchy chicken, featuring the Chicken Crunch Box, Tender's Crunch Box, and introducing a contender for best chicken sandwich in the West, the Big Cluck. But wait, here's the real MVP move. Download and use the Peak Rewards app and save big on fuel every day with in-store purchases. Fuel your day, fuel your fun. Pinnacle 365.
Whether it's game day or a family get-together, Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount.
I ride the bus a lot. RVTD's UMO app with fare capping means I will never pay more than the daily or monthly cap. RVTD gets me to school, work, volunteering, shopping, and even coffee for a fixed amount each month. UMO gives me one less thing to worry about. Thanks, RVTD.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Welcome back to the Know Your Role post-game show. Let's take a look at how things got started here. We played 2 scoreless innings, and then in the top of the third, Sprague scored a run when Henry Moon grounded out, but shortstop Dominic Daffrin throw to first base. Wilson scored. Riley Wilson. Stoops held up at second base, and it was 1-0. And then Andrew Moon singled on a ground ball out to center field, and Stoops was able to score, and it was a 2-0 ball game heading into the bottom of the third. It stayed that way for a little while until the bottom of the fourth inning, when with 2 outs, Ben Morgan singled on a ground ball to Andrew Moon. Morgan was able to score. Peyton advanced over to third. And then Rotigliano was able to single on a ground ball out to left field. Peyton scored, and it was a 2-2 ball game as we left the fourth inning. It stayed that way until the top of the fifth. Sprague scored again when Wilson singled out to center field, scoring Henry Moon. It was 3-2 at the end of 5, and by the time we got to the end of the sixth inning, Moon had singled on a line drive out to center field. Riley Wilson managed to score, and it was a 4-2 ball game at that point, and it stayed that way throughout the rest of the game. So North Medford goes to 3-1. Meanwhile, Sprague goes to 3-0 as we get the baseball season underway here for 2024. The next game for the North Medford Black Tornado will be Saturday when they take on Sheldon up in Sheldon and then they're off to play in a spring break tournament up north for a few days, and then after that, it's just going to be tournament play all the way until the end of the season. We thank you for watching today's broadcast. We'd like to thank North Medford High School for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net. Our next Table Rock Sports production will be, I think, Monday, March 25th. I believe that's when we're up to do it again, and that will not be baseball. That would actually be softball if I have everything right, but, you know, who knows if I've got everything right, but that's what I'm thinking. Again, the final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard, Sprague 4, North Medford 2. This has been a presentation of TableRockSports.net. Our executive producer is Joe Brett. I'm Terry Ross saying thanks for watching. Good night from North Medford High School in Medford, Oregon.